And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Many people's mouths think faster than their brain. I am certainly not immune to that. And this game takes that to the extreme. Blurble. This is from North Star Games. They're mostly known for their party games and for making 72 versions of Evolution. But Blurble is a party game in which you are going to see a picture like this delicious corn dog. I know that corn dog starts with a C. I need to think of another word that starts with C. Corn on the cob, or cauliflower. I'm thinking about food a little bit much here. Cat. That's pretty much the whole concept of the game. Let's take a look. So there's a gigantic stack of Blurble cards here. Each of these cards is basically just going to show a picture of something on the other side. So you can see that's a compass. Here we have a net. Here we have a pirate, etc. Very easy to recognize, colorful pictures. Each player is going to be the Blurble a certain amount of times depending on the number of players. When you're the Blurble, you'll take a small deck of these cards. And then you're going to go up against each person at the table. And what happens is you flip a card, you see the word, everyone knows it's an ostrich, and you need to say a different word that starts with O. And it can't be a proper noun. It has to be an actual word in the dictionary. It can't be a word that's been used in this game at all. So I see this and I might say oscillating because that starts with an O. And then you go up against the next person. You flip this over and I might say happy because happy starts with H, as does heart. Okay? And if you win, you keep the card. If the other person wins, they keep the card. You go up against each person at the table. Then the next person becomes the Blurble and they do the same thing. Here, see if you're faster than me. All right, well, let's make sure. I don't want you to think I have this set up, so here we go. Ready? And lion. Legos. Oh, no, that's a proper noun. You probably won that one. Indian. Is that in the dictionary? It's a proper noun. No, that's probably incorrect. Here, water. Victory. I can't. Okay. Vacillating. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Is that a proper noun? I'm not sure. City. Men. Okay? And that's basically the game. And you can see that even, when it turns over, you know what the word is, and you got to think of the first letter of the word and then pick another word that starts with that letter, which isn't quite as quick as you might think. The game also comes with a bunch of variants that you can play. You can play King of the Hill, where the person who wins then is the next board, etc. And it also comes with a book full of educational exercises, which really don't have a lot to do with the game itself. They're just ways that you can use these pictures with your kids and do different things with them. This is definitely a game that you are going to love it or hate it, right? I mean, some people, I like it. I'm not very good at it, so I'll flip a card over. Cheese. City. It's especially hard with the CH because you want to think of another CH word. But the picture, the artwork is great. There's a ton of cards. I really like the quality of the cards. I don't normally like cards that are misshapen, but these I actually don't mind because they're only curved on one side and it helps keep everything the same direction so that you can see the pictures when you're flipping them over. If there's one thing I don't like about the production, it's the box. Not the shape of the box. This is fine. It's rounded, but it fits on the shelf. It's these wells here. The cards go into them deeper than your fingers. So you can put the fingers in and flip out half the deck, and then you got to just flip the whole thing over and dump out the rest anyway. It just seems like an odd design choice. But it does hold all the cards, and they give you a ton of cards. It's just silliness at its best. I turn it over. Again, these are all words that are very easy. I know this is a brain. I know this is an alien. I know these are ducks. I know this is a camera. And so as soon as I see it, I got to look at it, think about the word, think of a word that starts with that letter that hasn't been used this game. There's lots of words with C. Someone's probably going to say cat at some point, and then no one else can say cat. And since it's only two people going at the same time, everyone else is a judge of sorts, so they can say whether a word counts or not, and or who was first. Because it's a speed recognition game, there's going to be times where obviously some people are going to do much better than others at the game, but because you're going up against everybody, you're going to have a chance to win a few times, I'm sure, and it also works really well in family settings. As for the educational uses of the cards, that's nice that they added that in there. I don't think it's necessary. But it does give you more reasons and to buy the game. So definitely a very, very, very simple party game, but one I think a lot of people will enjoy. Blurble. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.